Hey everybody, it's Matt from Britical Saiyans here, and today I'm going to show you HaloKu with the fact that it's had the anniversary support. So, for those who can't remember what he does, he is a leader from back in set 18. So, per moment you can't include black cards. He's going to activate main once per turn, where you can discard 3 blue and a real Buddha card from your hand to draw 3 cards, which is great because you don't have to swing for that. So if you're going first for the game, it's like, oh, okay, I'm just going to pitch these and draw 3 new cards. And if you're wondering, it's like pitching them is not as bad as it sounds, honestly, because you need them in the drop to get your halos back from the drop back to your hand. Unfortunately, the halos themselves don't have the trait on them for Noble Budokai, so you can't pitch those, but that would be stupid otherwise. It would be too easy to do things. The Awakening is 4 or less, or you've got 3 or more Angel Halos in your drop, you get an energy back and draw a card. On the Awakened side, is you discard a card from your hand, and then you draw a card. Kind of annoying, but it is what it is. It's got another activate main, which isn't limited to how many times you can do it in a turn, where you send 2 another World Budokai cards from your drop to your warp to get a halo from the drop to your hand. It's going to activate battle once per turn, where you can use up to 2 blue another World Budokai cards with 5k combo from your warp into a combo, but they lose 3k combo power, so they become 4k altogether if you use 2. Because it says use up to 2, so you don't. If you can't do 2, then you just do 1. Obviously. So that's the leader. So the Z deck, we've got the one Mighty Blast that came in the anniversary. So it's one of each NG and ZNG. Activate battle, you place one of your ZNG into your drop, then remove this card from the game, choose to one of your cards, it gets plus 10k power for battle. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 2 or less, and place it at the bottom of your deck. So, the main thing you're really going to get out of that is the 10k part. The other part of it, I really don't see that happening, which is fine. Then it's got another activate battle that costs a blue energy, but then you've got to place 3 of your Z energy into the drop for part of the cost as well. And then you remove this card from the game. You remove this card from the game when you do the top skill as well. Then you draw 1 card, you play a shadow token, but the shadow token does have blocker. And then you choose one of your cards and it gets 15 for the battle. So, nice bit of combo power, and you get a blocker out of it, and you get to draw a card. Hefty cost, but worth. If needed, anyway. Good for offense and defense. Does the token have... token does have 5k combo, so yeah, definitely good for defense or offense, whichever way you want to go about it. And then we got 3 copies of the Awakened Onslaught HaloKu. Is auto, you place one of your ZNG and drop. At the end of the turn, you remove this card from the game, and then choose to one of your opponent's battle cards, energy cost of 5 or less, and place it on your deck. So if you're in a real pickle for spot removal, you can do that. But to do this, it's costing you 4 Z energy, so it is a hefty cost. And then activate main once per turn. If you lead a card, it's mono blue, you can discard 1 extra card from your hand, draw a card, and you gain crit. In this deck, it's you can generate Z energy very easily because of the leader, and because having an extra card in your hand is easy as well because of the halos. So you've always got the pitch fodder. And then we got a cell. It's deflect crit. When he's played, you choose all your opponent's power cards, energy cost of 5 or less, and place them underneath. Once per turn, if you've got 1 or more cards underneath him, you remove those cards and place them in the opponent's drop. You switch this card to active mode, but then if you got rid of 4 or more cards, he gains triple strike. So it can either just be a dual attack crit, or if you got enough, he's a dual attack triple strike crit. So still a nice card to have. And then onto the main deck, the extra cards. Start off with the negates. We have 2 of the good old D-Magic. So this is your blue spark in the gate, Ripple Life. If you got 5 in a drop, it untaps 2 energy. 1 copy of All Too Easy. This is in here because there's a 4-cost deck that likes to be paid out cheaper by discarding extra cards, and it's a good choice to have. The reason I say it's a drop negate is because when it's in the drop, you can just pay the cost for it to be a negate, but you do have to remove this and the cards from your hand as part of the cost. Is it a battle card you have to remove, or
just a blue card?
It's just a blue card. Okay, so yeah, you just pick a card from a blue card from your hand and this card, send them completely out of the game, and then you've got another negate. So you can use it as 2 negates, but not in the same turn. If you do it from hand, you then can't use it from the drop in the same turn. And we've got the 2 token negates. Not very much you can say about them, really. 4 Sense of Being. And then the Angel Halo itself. So it's a 0 cost, it's a limit 1, activate battle. You choose one of your leader cards or battle cards, it gets 1000 power. But if you've got a mono blue Z battle card in play, it gains 4k instead. That's the extra cards. So the 1-drops. We've got 4 copies of the North Kai. There is one of the new anniversary cards, which I will just kind of show now, just because it's kind of relevant for turn 1 kind of thing. When you're doing your mulligan hand, you want to have either the Kai or the new card, Pycom. Once you've got one of these in your hand, you're pretty safe to go, because they help get the Halo into the drop, which is what you want to be doing. Because the North Kai uses an activate main once per turn. You can place up to 1 of your Angel Halos from your deck into the drop, and then you shuffle your deck. But he's got another skill, activate main, where you can pay 1, choose 1 of the effects. You look at your life, put a Halo into a drop, and then you add 1 card from top of your deck to your life. Or you place a Halo from your deck into the drop instead. The Pycom is an activate main in 1 paying a blue. You draw a card, play him, and then you take a Halo from your deck and put it into a drop, which is what I'm saying. Like, this is want to have one of these 2 in your opening hand just to help get the Halos into the drop as fast as possible. But then the Pycon is also very useful to be on the board as well, because even if you don't dump anything later on, you can still be a 1 cost that draws you a card, goes onto the board, and then has a very good activate battle, which is only limit 1, but still. It's you discard 2 Angel Halos from your hand, use up to 3 Another Budokai cards from your wall with 5k combo, and to get their skills. So it gets you 15k combo off 1 card. It's great, and discarding the Angel Halos is not a problem. And then the other 1-drop is just the North Kai. Is just your standard, when he's played, you look at the top, whatever amount, add specified cards. In this case, he's look at the top 5, and you add a West Galaxy Warrior or an Upworld Budokai, both blue, with an energy cost of 5 less to your hand. Or you can get a blue Unison, but that's because he can go into the Pycon deck that came in the same set, which it works with a Unison. So that's those. The 2 costs. The super combo choice is just the one for the deck. The one that's, it's the Grand Kai. He's another World Budokai. He meets requirements of things. The only problem is the fact that he's a 15 and not, well, not 15. He's the super combo, so he's 10k, not 5k. But it just means you can't use him for most of your skills that require you to use a 5k combo. So when you do combo with this, you got to be careful, because the best target I always find with this is to put into your Z energy, and then when you need, like, if it's in your Z energy and you want to pay the cost for something, you only get rid of him if you really if he's like the only thing that's going to make the difference on the cost. So if you got 3 and he is one of the 3, then yeah, annoyingly. If you got 4, you just try and keep him in your Z energy. But if he does go into the drop, he is also a primary target to send to the warp to get the halos back with the leader. Because there's other cards that can remove 5k on a drop. Well, actually I say there's only one card does it, but you want to be abusing it. And then the other 2 costs, I can never pronounce this guy's name. The doggo guy. I don't know. Yeah, 2 costs permanent. If there's 2 or more angel halos in your drop, you can reduce his cost by 1. So it becomes a nice 1 drop. When he's played, you draw a card, and then you place one of your enough Will Budokai cards from your drop into your warp, which again is what you want to be doing as well, because then you can put them back into the warp to get your halos back and do other skills. So there's a lot of forward thinking in this deck. And then he's got to activate main, where if he's in the drop, you can send him to the warp, discard a halo from your hand, add another Will Budokai that's got an energy cost between 3 and 7 from your warp to your hand. Which is another reason why you want to be getting him into the drop as well. And there's a really, really useful card. Which is why it's a 4 of. To be fair, most things are a 4 of in here just because you can, and you can only really run another Will Budokai stuff. So the only, I know it's not the only 3 costs, there is more 3 costs. So one of the 3 costs, I can't even remember how to pronounce this guy's name. But anyway, yeah, so auto, you discard another Will Budokai card from your hand. When this card is played, you draw a card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with no energy cost, and just get rid of it. Well, it goes back to the hand. And it's going to activate main, limit 1 pane of blue, discard an angel halo from your hand, and you play this card from your warp. So then going to the warp is not a problem. Then we got this guy, which is the inbuilt negate for the archetype, where he actually does negate. Some don't. This one actually does. Yeah, it's a counter-attack and negate attack, and you play this card. Permanent, if your opponent's turn and you got 2 or more angel or halo cards in your drop, you reduce his cost by 2. So it becomes a 1 cost negate. And then it's got an auto. If your leader card is another Will Budokai, that's blue, and you discard 1 angel halo from your hand. When this card is played, your opponent can't attack with battle cards energy cost of 5 or less for a turn, unless they place 1 card from the hand at the bottom of the deck each time. So very useful for being a pain. And then we got Goku 3 cost. This is the other anniversary support. So the 2 anniversary support cards is just him and Pycon. So Goku is a blocker. Auto, when he's played, you draw a card, choose as one of your opponent's battle cards with an energy cost of 4 or less, and place it at the bottom of your owner's deck. It's got an activate battle, limit 1 pane of blue. If you got 2 or more of Will Budokai cards in your combo area, you discard an angel halo from your hand, and you get to play this from your hand. So during your opponent's turn, it's just like, oh, I'm just going to play this blocker out and get rid of something that's attacking that you've just chucked a few combo pieces in and now lost it all. And getting 2 cards in your combo area is easily done because the leader puts 2. So, yeah. And then the 4 costs for the deck, and honestly this has got to be my favourite card from the deck, is the Goku and Pycon. Absolutely love this card. So it's deflect, dual attack, it's got 2 autos and an activate main. The activate main is limit 1, paint 2 blue. If you've got 3 or more energy, and you discard 2 mono blue extra cards from your hand, you get to play this card from your hand, and it gains barrier for the turn. Its first auto is when it attacks, you take a 5k combo battle card from your drop and combo with it and negate the skills. And then when you do that, you get to choose one of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of the owner's deck. Doesn't ignore barrier, but it's got no cost restriction on what it can target. And then its other auto is at the end of your turn, you get to draw a card and get energy back. Love this card. So good. And then the last card of the deck is the Blitz Goku. I do only have 3. If I had a 4th, I would put 4 in quite easily. So the Goku, he's got Deflect, Triple Strike, Barrier, and Blocker. Basically all the ideal keywords. He's got 2 autos and activate main. The activate main is you can pay for, if there are no battle cards in your drop, you get to play them from your hand. This deck can do it so easily. The leader gets rid of them throughout the Halo's back. You got this guy that can get them out the drop. There is enough ways. Don't worry. And that's also what I was talking about with the super combos, by the way, because the super combos, when they're in a drop, they're slightly more annoying to get rid of, and which is where it comes with the whole, like, what do I get rid of, to like the Halo's back, yada yada yada, all that. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the first auto is when he's played, you get to draw a card. Then you choose up to X of your opponent's battle cards, where X is the number of blue extra cards in your drop. It just says extra cards, but it's blue anyway, so yeah. Number of extra cards in your drop, and you place them at the bottom of the owner's deck in any order. Easily done to have whatever amount of extra cards you want in there, because you can dump the Halos in there to go towards it. And also you're probably negated once or twice as well, so yeah. And then he's got an auto, which is limit 1. At the end of your turn, you switch this card to active mode and an energy back. So you get a 30 triple striker and then a blocker. What more could you ask for? Yeah, there you go, guys. That is the Angel Halo Goku. Thanks for watching. Leave any comments below, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.